In the quiet heart of Iowa City, standing watch over Oakland Cemetery, looms a towering figure wrapped in mystery and legend. She is known simply as the Black Angel, a bronze statue nearly 9 feet tall, her darkened wings stretched outward, as if to embrace or to warn anyone who dares approach. But who is she? Why does she stand here? And why has she become the subject of so many chilling tales? The story begins with a woman named Teresa Dozel Veldevert, a Bohemian immigrant who moved to Iowa in the late 1800s. Her life was marked by tragedy. Teresa married Dr. František Dozel in Bohemia in 1865. They had a son, Edward. Why Teresa and Edward immigrated to the U.S. in 1877 is unknown, but they settled in Iowa City. Edward, who went by Eddie, planned to become a doctor. He worked at a drugstore, but he died of meningitis in 1891 at 17. Teresa buried him in Oakland Cemetery under a marker shaped like a tree stump, with an axe embedded in it to symbolize his life cut short. In her grief, Teresa moved to Chicago, where she was married briefly to Joseph Pica. From there, she headed to Eugene, Oregon, where she met Nicholas Veldevert, a wealthy Oregon rancher. They had 2 marriages each and the death of adored children in common. On March 20th, 1897, Teresa and Nicholas were married by Justice of the Peace A.E. Wheeler in the parlor of Wild House in Eugene. When Nicholas died in February 1911, he was buried in Eugene. He left an estate valued at $30,000, consisted of a ranch, city property, and other investments worth more than $800,000 today. Sickened with grief, Teresa commissioned a grand monument for her family. She turned to a young Czech-American sculptor, Mario Korbel, whose design would become one of the most infamous cemetery statues in the United States. In 1912, a massive bronze angel standing at 8.5 feet tall arrived in Iowa City from Chicago. Some accounts say it was erected immediately. Others claimed it was installed until 1918, delayed by a lawsuit between Teresa and the sculptor over unpaid fees of $5,000. When finally placed, the angel stood proudly over the grave of Nicholas and Eddie. Later, Teresa's ashes would also rest beneath its grave. Her date of birth shown on the statue, but her date of death was never added. The inscription reads, Rodina Veldevertova, the family of Veldevert, Nicholas Veldevert, 1825 to 1911, Teresa Veldevert, 1836. Teresa didn't leave any money to inscribe the monument with her date of death in the sunlight, but not for long. Not long after Teresa was laid to rest, on November 18, 1924, the angel began to change. The ghost said it started with eyes, as if tears of sorrow stained her face. Over time, her entire body darkened until she became the figure we see today, a foreboding blackened angel. The scientific explanation is simple: oxidation of bronze. Yet for many, the explanation feels far less compelling than the legends that grew around her. They say the Black Angel is cursed, that with every passing Halloween, she grows darker, one shade for every soul she has claimed. Some stories warn if you kiss your lover in front of the angel at midnight on Halloween, you will die within 7 years. Others say a kiss upon the angel herself will bring death instantly. There are whispers that touching the angel ensures your doom, unless you are a virgin. And for women who are pregnant, it is advised to keep their distance. It's said that walking beneath her wings will cause them to miscarry. It has been reported that women who had ignored the advice have miscarried shortly after. Over the decades, countless visitors have dared to test these tales, and some claim the Black Angel has lived up to her reputation. The statue has not been spared from vandalism. Several figures are missing, taken by those who want a piece of her for themselves, despite or perhaps because of her ominous reputation. The Black Angel has found her way into books, films, and even music videos. She has become more than just a monument. She is a symbol, a legend. Today, visitors still walk the paths of Oakland Cemetery to stand beneath her shadow. Some come to pay respects, others come seeking answers, or perhaps a thrill. Is she truly cursed, or is she simply a statue whose darkness explained by time and weather? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. The Black Angel of Iowa City will continue to haunt the imagination long after we are gone. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed stories of history, mystery, and unexplained, be sure to like, subscribe, and join me next time for another tale from the shadows.